I thought I loved another, not you. How foolish I thought the same news. They both turned out to be the wrong kind. Oh, we must have it out of our mind. Yes, we must have it out of our
Oh, for goodness sake, do you know Dave Chirick? He's my friend. How about you, sir? You know such a Yeah, I got a prescription for baldness for you. It's made out of, shut up, I'm speaking. It's made out of alum and persimmon juice. Yeah, if you don't grow no hair, it just shrinks your head to fit the hair you got. Oh, Dave, come up here, for goodness sake. Oh, I have a thing here that says that today Chittick has been seduced into the Country Hall of Fame. Is that right? Oh, give him a hand. You know, the last time I saw David, he had broken his arm. Is that right? Is it better now?
The last time I seen you, you were getting your clothes out of the
Oh, boy. But I'm telling the joke here tonight. Well, he broke his arm, a miserable thing, broken arm, would you say, darling? You want to know what happened to him? He was raking leaves and he fell out of a tree. Thanks for the microphone, Dave. I bring him in from Las Vegas, you know, to do it. You forgot about it. Anyway, can I tell him about the horse? Sit down on the today there. Can I tell him about the horse? Yeah. About a month ago, he got on this horse, you see, and everything seemed to be fine to start with. The horse became very unpredictable. Actually, what happened was the horse threw him off, and as he was being thrown off, his foot caught in the stirrup, and his head banged on the ground, boom, 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 several times, knocked him unconscious. Fortunately, he was saved when the manager of Zellers came out and unplugged the machine. Oh, come on, how can you sleep with the lights on? But ladies and gentlemen, this is the Westfield Range. I'm an editor-in-chief of the Westfield Range. And it says here right off the top that 1 out of 3 people is ugly. Have you read that, darling? Yeah, 1 out of 3 people is ugly. So look to your left and look to your right. How many would sooner be here tonight than in the best hospital in Ontario? Oh, come on. How many are grandparents here tonight? Yeah. I have a little grandson. His name is Louis. He's just tiny, weak, just brand new, you know. And yesterday somebody said to me, "Is that your grandson?" You know, people are stupid, aren't they? I mean, who else would it be? I felt like saying, "What do you think? I went to the beer store and asked for a small Canadian?" I don't even drink. I mean, I think alcohol is stupid. It shrinks your brain and lengthens your tongue. But anyway, I have another grandson. His name is Jacob. And on the farm last week, he said, "Grandpa, can you make a noise like a frog?" I said, "Jacob, I don't go around making noises like animals." "Oh, can't you? I said, "Why would you want Grandpa to make a noise like a frog?" Well, he said, "Mommy and Daddy said when you croak, we get to go to Disneyland." Oh, I don't know. This is a slow side over here. They're from Wing, aren't they? But anyway, I was noticing in the paper here. Oh, as a reverend, you see, I'm a police chief, fire chief, landfill site inspector, mayor, undertaker, and padre of Westfield. I'm an editor-in-chief of the Westfield Rag. I'm an agent advisor to the Prime Minister of Canada. And when things go wrong, that's because he don't pay my advice. And I just been given a Senate appointment. So as a reverend, you see, I get sometimes times a whole week that I can go to another little country church and have a week of meetings. Understand what I'm saying, Betty May? Yeah. She's slow, you know. But anyway, and so this one week I was out in this little country church, and every day somebody takes you home for dinner, see? And this one day I was so afraid that I'd never find the house. And the man said, well, my son Johnny, he'll ride with you. And which was nice, you know, Larry. It was kind of... So anyway, on the way, he said, Reverend, he said, I bet you don't know what we're having for dinner. And knowing that they raised chickens, I said, I bet you chickens all. I said, would it be turkey? No. Well, no, he said, you have to guess. I said, roast beef? No. He said, it's buzzard. I said, buzzard? How would you know that? Well, he said, Mommy and Daddy said at the breakfast table, well, I guess we have to have the old buzzard for dinner today. But anyway, I was coming in today. There's a little cheap restaurant along the way here. I stopped in for a cup of coffee and a donut. All I wanted was a cup of coffee and a donut, and I told the girl I was in a hurry. So she brought the cup of coffee and the donut was all smashed, just like that. I said, why is my donut all smashed? Well, she said, you want a cup of coffee and a donut and step on it. So she brought a bowl of hot soup. I said, there's a spider in my soup. Well, she said, what do you want to do? Eat it? Or she said, well, we must have run out of flies. Get there, you know. So she brought this hot chicken. What could be simpler than a hot chicken? I said, get over here. She said, what's the matter? I said, it's got one leg, one long leg, and one short leg. She said, what do you want to do? Eat it or dance with it? So anyway, this little paper boy came in with the Hanover paper, and he said, paper, paper, paper. The little boy sitting beside me, he said, well, I can't read, and I don't enjoy the pictures. He said, just smell it. He said, half of it's baloney anyway. But I used to hate it when these men used to smoke them big cigars, you know, in the restaurant. Yeah. I used to carry a water pistol with gasoline in it. Yeah. But, oh, where's Susie Donaldson? Is Susie here? Is Susie not here?
She's there.
Is she there somewhere? She's just not. Stand up, Susie. Give her a hand. Stand up. Did you see her coming in? She was knitting and driving. Knitting and driving. So the cop standing on the side of the road, he yells at her, he says, pull over! She said, no, a pair of socks. I knew that you were supposed to have my chair here with my water on it. What's the matter with you? Honestly, you can't find good help today anywhere. But where's Rosie? Is Rosie here? Oh, Rosie, you're not wearing your necklace. Oh, the last time I saw you had this big, awful thing that you hang around your neck. And it came all the way from Ireland. Imagine, Betty, May, all the way from Ireland. Yeah, because I turned it over and it said Doll-orama. You're getting smarter all the time. Don't think you're not. That's not right. People that catch us on the rest, they start thinking they're going to. Anyway, I was noticing in the Anglican Church. What's the Anglican Church name? It's not in the paper here. Is it St. Paul or something? Anyway, in Hanover here, is the Anglican Church tomorrow at 11 o'clock is having the blessing of the animals. Has anybody ever heard of that before? The blessing of the... For goodness sake, I've never seen. I guess you bring your chickens and your pigs and your cows and stuff like that. Isn't that something? Well, if you want to go, it's tomorrow at the Anglican Church at 11 a.m. Barbecue to follow. Oh, Rosie, I want me to let you know you left these in the washroom. You know, when I look at this crowd, crowd today, I realize that middle-age ain't all it's cracked up to be. It's a time of your life when your brain says go, 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 the rest of you says no, no, no. Is that right? Yeah, it's rough going through life like your contents will settle during shipping.
Simon.
What's that?
Rick Simon.
Oh, did you? So did I. Anyway, it's rough going through life looking like your contents will settle during your shipping. But middle age has brought on some special problems for my wife Hester too. She just started to wear them heavy-duty elastic support hoods. You know that the senior ladies wear, Larry? Kind of the Michelin kind. Like she's always been worried about runs, now she's worried about blow-ups. But ladies, when you buy a pair of pantyhose, please spend the extra dime. My wife bought a pair of pantyhose in one of these cheap dollar stores, you know. She said, look, Clem, she said, the crotch is so low I can carry my groceries home. It's just ridiculous. Last year at Christmas time, she gave her girdle to the scrap rubber drive. So she was singing, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Oh, come on, that was a joke. Anyway, I was looking. Oh, have you seen the fancy indoor plumbing here? Betty May is my sister. I don't know what he is. Yeah. It's so good to see you. Oh, after 20 years, I didn't, what an emotional moment. I didn't realize you were going to be here. Oh, 20 years. Oh, but my, have you aged. Remember on the back on the farm, Leah used to bite your nails? Yeah, she used to bite her nails so fierce until we made her wear shoes. But she's good at doing puzzles, you know. Shut up, Rosie. What is the matter with you? But anyway, she's good at doing puzzles. And she's good at doing puzzles. And she called me last week and she said, Clem, I'm trying to put this puzzle together. She said, I got it all over the kitchen table, but I can't get one piece to fit. I said, Betty May, you're intellectual. I said, you've always been good at doing puzzles. She said, don't insult me. Come over and help me. So I went over to her. I was sure enough. She had it all over the kitchen table. I took one look at it and I said, come on, honey, get the cornflakes back in the box. Dear. But no, have you seen that fancy indoor plumbing here? Everybody's seen it? It is state of the art. Because, well, you know Betty May back on the farm. You know Betty May back on the farm. We just have the outhouse with the one. Yeah, but this is state of the art. By the way, who is the jerk that invented that brush that stands beside the toilet? Thing hurt! I was noticing in the paper that some women are having their first baby at 49 years of age. Imagine, Betty May, can you think of a better way of spending your twilight years? And I mean, what could be the advantage except to both be in diapers at the same time? But anyway, before I go on, I'd like to sing a little song about my wife, Esther Susan. Can you give me a hand? Okay, Dave is going to hold this so I can do this here. Anybody from Newfoundland? Well, I would never intentionally tell a Newfie joke. But as an editor-in-chief responsible for the Westfield Rag, I have to print what's up to date and what's true. And this is right hot off the press. Tragedy in eastern Canada, Newfoundland. Canada's worst air disaster occurred earlier today when a Cessna 152, a small two-seater plane, crashed into a cemetery early in central Newfoundland. Imagine the things that are happening. A two-seater plane crashed in a cemetery in central Newfoundland. Newfie rescue workers have so far retrieved 826 bodies. Honestly, are you that dull? Did you get that many names? Well, I was good. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the Westfield Rag. This is a little place I come from. Actually, it's quite a place. Last week we had a beauty contest and nobody won. Did they, Betty? But I don't know. Oh, honey, do you want to know my beauty tip? Do you want to know how to feel beautiful no matter where you are? Hang around with ugly people. But what is it with you women? You get your face lifted, you get your neck tightened up, you get the flab under your arm tucked in, then you drive over a speed bump and you gotta start all over again. Oh, kidding. Larry, do you understand women? Of course you don't understand women. You know, they get a facelift, they get a nose job, they get collagen pumped into their lips, they get a tummy tuck, they get liposuction plus a few other unmentionables, and they have the unmitigated gall to look at some man and say, "Get real!" Oh, I don't know. It's just Betty May, but back on the farm. Do you remember Mrs. Weary Bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she had 19 children. Mrs. Weary Bottom. Yeah, she had 19. She ran out of names. To call her husband. To call her husband! Well, open your ears, Aaron. You know. But her husband just died, sweetheart, you know. And she put up a little tombstone, you know, and it had on it, "Rest in peace, till we meet again." Oh, I don't know. But I'm so busy with ladies and gentlemen with benefits, I don't think I would have time to come here tonight, because this morning I spoke at a pro-life gun show. And this afternoon I was at an animal rights barbecue, so you can see how busy I am. But the Canadian government sent me down to Iraq to entertain the troops. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, you came down there, Rosie. You played the piano. Yeah, you big liar, too. But anyway, they gave me the most touching tribute that they could ever give an entertainer. They gave me a 21-gun salute. Yeah. I just wish they'd have waited till the plane had landed. It's just ridiculous. But I'm terrified of flying. Let's face it, what's the first thing you see when you get to an airport but a big sign saying terminal? I was coming in on a plane the other day, and you know how you do when you're on a plane. I was sitting on my newspaper, you know, and a guy across from me, he looks over, he said, "Are you reading that?" I mean, I've heard of eyes in the back of your head, but this is ridiculous. So I said, "Yes!" I stood up and turned the page and sat back down. Oh, dear. Oh, do you remember years ago, there was a 747 plane that came into Pearson International Airport and it all burned up, but everybody goes, do you remember that? Yeah. Well, I was on that plane. You know, and you can't trust the CBC or your local newspaper to tell you the truth. Oh, the thunder and the lightning and the turbulence was just... An old lady got up and she said, "Can't somebody said, well, I can't pray, don't know how to pray, never prayed in my life. Well, she said, can't somebody do something religious? So they took out the collection. Well, I was in New York. I was down to see President Trump, you know. And no, we don't get into that. Don't get into that. But anyway, I was down in the Bowery. And, well, I've seen you and Larry down there. Yeah, all the time. And there was a bum in the Bowery, and he pulled out a bottle, and a genie came out. And you would believe that, wouldn't you, Rosie? Yeah. Don't pick your teeth. What does it matter? Honestly, she's picking her nose, and you're picking her teeth. What is going on with this crowd? Do you not screen people before they come in here? But anyway, this genie came out of the bottle, and she said, now I'm going to give you 3 wishes, but you have to really be careful for what you ask for, because every lawyer gets stumped, see? And so she said to the bum, she said, now, because you see, he had released her from this bottle. She'd been in there for 1,000 years. So anyway, she said, what is your first wish? Well, he said, genie, I've always wanted a big black Cadillac. So she gave him a big black Cadillac. She said, now remember, every lawyer gets 2 Cadillacs. And so she said, what's your second wish? Well, he said, I've always wanted $1 million. So she gave him $1 million. And she said, now remember, every lawyer gets $2 million. So she said, this is your last wish. I want you to think about it, meditate, concentrate, because every lawyer gets double. So he said, genie, I've always wanted to donate a kidney. Honestly, are you that slow? I've been in Hanover before. You know how it doesn't like you.
Get it.
What?
We get it.
Do you? Shut up. Don't speak out like that. That is bad manners to speak out like that. I want to learn you something about bad manners. Bad manners are like bad teeth. If you keep your mouth shut, nobody knows you got them. Anyway, shout out. Anyway, you know, Dave Chittick and I, we used to go, we roomed together in agricultural school. Do you remember that, David? Where was it we used to shop for our menswear? Was it Sears or Eaton's? Do you remember? He doesn't remember. I think it was Eaton's. Anyway, I went into Eaton's and I said to the guy, I said, I need some new underwear. He said, how many pair do you need? I said, 7. He said, I don't understand. I said, well, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So then George, our friend, he went in and he said to the guy, he said, I need some new underwear. And the guy said, how many pair do you need? He said, 7. He said, I don't understand. Well, he said, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So then Dave went in and he said to the guy, he said, I need some new underwear. And the guy said, all right, already, I know 7 pair. Dave said, no, 12. The guy said, 12, I don't understand. Well, he said, you know, January, February. He has the crummiest old dog that you would ever imagine. The most flea-bit, scabby thing that I've ever seen. And the tragic thing is he sleeps in the same bed with us. I said, Dave, don't you think it's unsanitary for you to be sleeping with that dog? He said, he'll get used to it. But I was noticing here in London, there's this company that makes these big wreaths. Do you understand what I'm saying, darling? Yeah? Yeah. You understand? Are you awake? Anyway, I wasn't sure whether you were even alive. Oh, well, there she is. But anyway, they make these big wreaths anyway, and they got the cards mixed up. And one wreath went to the opening of a new pharmacy in London, and it had on it deepest sympathy. And the next wreath went to the funeral of a local banker, and it had on a good luck at your new location. Oh dear. But, where is Mary, Zambora, and Sandy's? Mary here? Did she go? Oh, Mary, for goodness sake. You know, weren't you surprised to see me in the same doctor's office the other day, darling? I couldn't believe it that Mary and I had come to go to the same doctor. And you know what it's like in the doctor's office? You would never intentionally overhear anything. Well, I know you would, Rosie, but you wouldn't put your ear to the wall to hear something confidential, and if you did, you wouldn't take it up and make drag. Well, Mary was just leaving the office, and the doctor said, "Oh, Mary, Mary!" And she turned around on a dime as though there was something wrong. She said, "What is it, doctor?" Well, he said, "Now that I think of it, maybe I shouldn't say." "Oh, no," she said, tell all. I have absolute respect for all your judgments." Well, he said, "Sandy, I've been meaning to, or Mary, I've been meaning to tell you I don't like the looks of your husband, Sandy." "Oh," she said, "I don't either, but he's good to the kids." But this doctor we go to, he thinks everything can be solved by needles, doesn't he, Mary? Needles for this, needles for that, needles for the other thing. And you know which office is his, because there's a big lineup and they're all backing in. No kidding, last week he gave me another needle. He overdosed me on penicillin. I sneezed and cured 10 people. He gave me a bottle of pills. He said, "You have to take a pill every day for the rest of your life." I said, "No!" He said, "Yes." So I went home and my wife asked her soon, and I cried on her shoulder. She said, "Come on, Clem, grow up. Lots of people have to take a pill every day for the rest of their lives." I said, "Yeah, but he only gave me 4.